Hi guys, how you doing? Now normally I'll be around my mum's eating a spaghetti bolognese, and it's usually a takeaway, and it's full of, I don't know what's in a takeaway spaghetti bolognese, but this is a Morrison's spaghetti bolognese. This one has come from Morrison's. So we're going to try this one out. So this is a Morrison's spaghetti bolognese, spaghetti with a minced beef, tomato and vegetable sauce. For best results, microwave from frozen. It's minced beef and tomato bolognese sauce with spaghetti pasta. It's got cooked spaghetti in it, water, Durham wheat semolina, cooked minced beef, water, tomato paste, onion, sliced mushroom, carrot, celery, wheat flour, calcium carbonate, iron, niacin, thiamine, yeast extract, basil, garlic puree, sugar, corn flour, caramelized sugar, salt, onion powder, whey powder, milk, black pepper, whey protein concentrate, milk, wheat, gluten, allergy advice, which is wheat, milk, celery. So it's got saturated fats, that's what I've got to be careful of. But this is my Sunday lunch. Microwave spaghetti bolognese for one. Microwaves from frozen in 8.5 minutes. So normally I'm sat eating a spaghetti bolognese, which has probably got a lot more saturated fats in it than this one. And today I'm on my own eating the spaghetti bolognese. Let's taste it and see if it tastes okay. Alexa, what's the time, please?
It's 12:24 p.m.
So as you can see, I've got a plate full of spaghetti bolognese. It's a plate full of it. There's only me. I'm on my own. There's Max sat on the top of the sofa. And this is what Sunday is like for me. I don't always have a microwave meal. I mean, I've had other things to eat. So we are eating. It's not bad. Morrison's spaghetti bolognese this is. I would go up and see my mum. I've told you that my cat's gone missing, and I'm trying to keep my dog safe. So I'd like to go up in a taxi and take my dog up. But we have trouble with the dogs going up in a taxi. One Christmas I was left stranded at my mum's and I had to walk home, so I'm, so I'm going to finish eating that off video. I just wanted to show you that I've got, this has come from Morrison's as well, and these are really nice. To eat really healthily costs money, so I mean, did you know that, like, if you want a joint, it can cost up to £15? Like I said, there's only one of me, and who can afford that when they're by themselves? Food is expensive, so we've got this Yeo Valley organic Greek style honey yogurt. That's from Morrison's. So we're going to have that after that, rather than cheesecake floating. The last cheesecake I had was absolutely floating in grease. Floating in grease. So that is slightly healthier than eating a takeaway. And so that's what I'm doing this afternoon. Let's have a listen to see what's on the radio. Alexa, LBC Radio.
LBC London from Global Player.
People over there. This is not serious politics, right?
That's not the only reason, Robert. Come on, be fair.
No, dude. Okay, sorry. Dude, what has she done or said that is actually conservative? Your man just now, earlier, said we should set up a fund and back businesses that come from changes. You can't compete in manufacturing with high energy. Reform has said very clearly we're going to bin off all this 50 billion a year to try and get to net zero, and then we're going to reinvest that 50 billion that we're borrowing and put it into actual drop the energy price and then spend that on the people. There is no one else in Parliament saying this. Anyone else who is wedded to net zero is only harming the people of this country.
You'll see what's happening in Valencia, Robert.
Yeah, but so a freak, this is not science. A freak event like that, look, I've studied statistics and standard deviations and all the rest of it, probabilistic calculations. You can't take a freak event like that and spend £1 trillion over the next 20 years. That is not proper.
That trillion, well, there are two issues. One, there are quite a few of these so-called freak events in inverted commas, and secondly, by spending a shed load on the green transition, you are going to be creating jobs as well.
No, but okay. So here's the problem. You're an economist, I think. Well, you've obviously got some sort of economic understanding or background.
Yeah, I have studied.
Right. Okay. Okay. You've got the whole of Europe. You've got the Dutch under Rutte. No, not Rutte. The other one, Wilders. You've got everyone pulling away from green policies. The Danes are pulling away. They're pulling away because it doesn't work, and they're accepting that the economics don't add up, right? That means that if you're going to go and buy wind farms or solar farms, and all these other buyers are pulling away, the marginal cost of all these units is going to skyrocket. The only buyers of this stuff, Trump's going to become president, the only buyers of this net zero dream and its infrastructure is going to be the British people via its government.
Okay.
And they're going to be paying over.
So is your point, Robert, that there really is no difference then between Kemi Badenoch and Labour? I mean, what's the point?
None. She speaks a good game, but if you look at her voting record, she wasn't anywhere near what was needed.
But she didn't become leader and she wasn't in control of the policy. Now she is.
No, her voting record in Parliament when the Conservative Party, for a start, kept with the same people telling us, oh yeah, we've just realised after 40 years of not listening to you where we went wrong. Where they're very good, these parties, they always tell people what they want to hear when they're not in government and they try and get your vote. As soon as they get into power again, they ignore you. And that's exactly the same that's going to happen here. And what's going to happen, you'll have a small bump in the polls for Conservatives, and then you're going to see Labour people coming over to reform, and more Conservatives finally realising that the only way to get Conservative government or Conservative ideas into Parliament, into this country, is to vote for reform.
Well, Robert, I think you've outlined the case very clearly, and thank you for your call. I think that the key issue that Kemi Badenoch is going to face is, on the one hand, in those southern former Tory Shire seats, Amersham, Guildford, these sort of areas, those people have had the Remainers' revenge and have gone Liberal Democrat. Now, she's got that problem to so-called on the left of her party, and on the right of her party, a lot of people have peeled off and gone to vote reform because they feel it's a real McCoy to tackle things like immigration. So I do think she's got a really, really difficult difficult balance to strike here, if you put it that way. But I also think that this is indicative to me of at least the beginnings of some sort of divide in British politics beginning to re-emerge. We'll have to see what she says, but her instincts are very much small state free market. That is what we believe her to be. You have to look at her background, her utterances up to this point. Labour very, very much going in a completely different direction. And that's going to pose some issues for the Tories. What are they going to do when they're going to be posed with the issue about whether they should vote for NHS 22.6 billion of investment? I mean, are they going to say no? And how's that going to go down with the British public? Does the election of Kemi Badenoch as Tory leader and Labour's tax and spend budget signal a sharper left-right divide in British politics? 0345 6060 973, text 84850. Ask Alexa to send a comment to LBC. Coming up. Well, the sounds of the Blessed Madonna happier there, because I want to discuss after the break the fact that dance music is actually dying in Amsterdam, one of the capitals of Europe of the scene. We'll come back to that after the news at 12:31 with Tim Humphrey.
Labour's biggest union backer is bringing a legal challenge against the government's decision to scrap winter fuel payments for all but the poorest pensioners. Unite says it's unlawful. The government says it's necessary to restore stability. The Chancellor's admitted she was wrong to say during the election campaign that taxes wouldn't need to go up, but Rachel Reeves' Exchequer team says it didn't realise before taking office how much money would need to be raised. Police have confirmed they've received a report of a non-recent sexual assault allegation against Alex Salmon. Officers say the information is being assessed. The former First Minister died unexpectedly in North Macedonia last month. LBC weather, a largely cloudy afternoon. There could be some bright spells in northeastern Scotland and central England and Wales, a high of 13 degrees.
LBC.
Mornings like this. These days it feels like waking up is harder than ever. But when you know you've got a delicious creamy bowl of Quaker oats waiting for you, maybe it's not all that bad. Not all oats make a dull day seem brighter. Not all oats are worth waking up for. Not all oats are Quaker oats. Meet the all-new Citroen EC3.
So guys, I live by myself, cook my own lunch, I've just eaten it. I'm going to have that yoghurt for afterwards, and when I'm left on my own, it's quiet. No trouble at all. See you later.